Hello, welcome to an episode, and let me tell you something. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the Razer Kishi. That's R-A-Z-E-R-K-I-S-H-I. It's a universal mobile gaming controller for your Android phone. And it's got the Xbox logo on it. So there's basically two versions, okay? You're going to find... and I suggest that you splurge about an extra 20 bucks. You're going to find this version that is not with the Xbox logo. It will work on your mobile device with playing your Xbox on your mobile Android device. It will. However, it's not configured properly to play Xbox games. So there is the extra 20 bucks that you can pay to get the Xbox branded one. So we are going to open this up and we're going to take a look at what's inside. I do have the tabs already pulled off of here, the sticky tabs. It's a nice glossy box. And by the way, it does, if you don't, it does come with 2 weeks of Game Pass for Xbox. Now it's going to be interesting. I've played, like, ROMs on my phone with emulators, and I've got a device that my phone already plugs into for that. I've never played anything else on my phone except for that. And by the way, I am drinking today. I'm going through the bottles of the Raspberry Nimbus ales from Lakefront Brewery. The more I drink it, the more I actually like it. So anyway, so that's what we got inside the box. Okay, this will cost you about $100, and like I said, you can go ahead and spend $80 for the non-Xbox branded version. I would just suggest that if you want the best gaming experience, from what I understand, you can go ahead and spend that extra 20 bucks. So here's the certificate that it comes with for the Game Pass, which I'll probably tack on. Yeah, it looks like I can tack it on to what I've got an extra 2 weeks. But I've already got like almost 3 years, so I'll just have to pull this out a little bit later. So it comes with an instruction booklet. Okay, it's very, very easy to read. It's only like a few small pages, and they got these stickers here, these Razer stickers. So here's the device, and I'm gonna go through and do like a little tutorial as well. So here's the device, and there's the back of it. So right on the front, it gives you instructions to expand the controller, see the reverse side. So then you flip it over, and on the reverse side, it says to pull both of the release latches to expand the controller. Note to collapse, see the important product information guide included in the package. So you have instruction on the front that tells you to read the instructions on the back to expand it. Then in the instructions on the back tell you have to read other instructions in order to collapse it. I don't think I'm going to collapse it. So we're going to go ahead and peel this off. It's very, it is very good. Very good feel so far. Very good quality, if you will. So charging port right there. Go ahead and peel that off. So we peel it off, and I will tell you it's a USB Type-C. The downside, they don't actually give you a cord. So you are going to have to supply your own USB Type-C and your own charging port, however you decide that would, however you decide that that's going to work out for you. It is kind of a bummer. You pay $100 for something like this, and they can't even give you a cheap USB Type-C cord. So on the back, it says it's got those two tabs on the top and the bottom. To expand it, you pull it. This pops out. Bam. Now it's expanded. And by the way, once you got that figured out, you can actually peel that instruction off of there. So as it is, it's pretty loose. So if you're going to keep it open like this, I mean, just know that it might break. For me, I'm just going to have to, like this is going to be like a, if I'm laying in bed or something like that and I'm watching TV and there's nothing really good to watch on TV and I want to fire up an Xbox game, it's just going to be on my nightstand, so I can just leave it as is. Otherwise, if you are going to put it together, read the instructions. So now we're going to connect the phone. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got a case on my phone. I'm going to take the case off real quick. It's off. And you have to have the USB Type-C go into the USB Type-C port of your phone. So I got the phone sitting in there, fingerprints it all. Okay, it's in there pretty good. See? And then I'm just going to bring the other side up and just like that. So that's how it looks from the back. That's how it looks from the front. Just like so. It is a little bit loose. It's not the snuggest of setups. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a light here on the side that was just white. That is a status indicator. Once you have your phone plugged in into the controller, the side, the dock there, once you have your phone plugged in, that turns white, then you know that you're good to go. Detaching the phone, just pull it apart. Just pull it apart. You can only charge through pass-through. So when this is connected and it's ready to go, it only supports pass-through charging via the USB. So right away, all I did was hit a button, one of the analog sticks. And it brings up that it wants me to install Xbox Game Pass. So the device is already talking to my phone. Phone's talking to the device. That's kind of cool. So it's installing that as we speak. Now, one thing that's important, it supports two different types of gaming, okay? If you're not familiar with how this works, which actually I'm not either, this is going to be my first time doing this. You have two ways of playing Xbox games on your phone. Off the cloud or streaming. Be aware that if you're going to stream, you must have your Xbox Series X, in my case, in a mode where it's not turned off. It's sleeping, if you will. Because what it's going to do is it's going to remotely access your Xbox. It's also very important that you don't have a cover on your Xbox. If you have a dust cover on your Xbox and you're going to do this, it's already welcoming me to Game Pass. If you're going to do this and it accesses your Xbox, the fan's going to need to breathe. So like me, I've got a dust cover. Therefore, I'm probably never going to play that way. I'm going to play the other way, and that is games from the cloud. So those are your two options. Just make sure that if you do option one, that it can access your Xbox, number one, and number two, you do not have a dust cover over it. So, as far as the controls go, they're very nice. There's analog buttons, or these analog sticks. They snap back. As you can see, it's controlling the screen as well. But they snap back. They're not like really clicky per se. Except if you, of course, press them in. Oops, I'm starting to load things up there. The D-pad is also very, very nice, actually. It feels very good. You can see it's got the Xbox button on there, which the $20 cheaper one, the $80 one at that price range, is not going to have that, by the way. Functionality. Oh, look at that. I backed out with that button. So... So look at my apps. Look at my apps. Look at Mario on an Xbox video. But the buttons are nice. The buttons are nice. They're clicky. They're responsive. Obviously, overly responsive. It's actually controlling. This controller forget to check those. The L and R triggers are a little springy. I kind of don't like that. I don't like the way they feel. But that's just my personal preference. The L1 and the R1, those seem fine. Those seem fine. These, I'm not sure I like those very much. So anyway, the buttons are nice. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is I'm going to fire up a game from the cloud. And I could show you a top-down of this. However, that camera is busy doing something else right now. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm using the touch screen. That's just how I am. I'm not used to this. So anyway, so it's telling me this is beta, and to enjoy, and please share the feedback. It's loading. I don't even think I even started a game yet. All I did was click on a title, but I didn't click anything else. And it's preparing it. Oh, probably because I chose, maybe I'm going to be playing this off the cloud. Yeah, there we go. So I had to get it off the cloud. And it is going to play MLB The Show 21, one of my new favorite games. If you guys saw me play it for the first time, that video is up on the channel. I do have the sound off of the phone, by the way. All right, so, you know, I'm pressing button, getting through here. It's loading. Now, I'm assuming this is going to take a while to load. I mean, it's getting it off the cloud. I don't know if it would be any faster if I was getting it from my Xbox over my Wi-Fi, but it's definitely a slower load time playing off the cloud. So just
be aware of that.
Still loading. Still loading.
Still loading.
All right. It's extremely responsive. There's like no issues there at all. Let me try to show you here. I mean, it's pretty responsive. So as you can see, the cloud gaming, it is 100% compatible. You just got to wait through a ridiculous amount of load times, but I mean, it is. I mean, you get spoiled nowadays. I mean, it's probably the load time is probably equal to that of something last gen. Ultra low latency gameplay, and I mean, I haven't actually gotten into the gameplay, but just going through and scrolling through, it's very responsive so far. I mean, it fits my device, and like I said, it's a little, like if I go like this, you can see it's moving a little bit, so that's like a kind of like a drawback. Just gotta get through these load times. So yeah, as I go along here and I play this, I mean, it's super great. There is no like lag with this at all. It is fluid. It is responsive. I never thought there would be a day where I would be able to take my Xbox next gen gaming with me on the go. This is fantastic. So like I said, guys, if you've got the extra, first of all, if you got an extra 80 bucks laying around and you were looking for something solid to be able to take your Xbox games with you on the go, the Razer Kishi, this is it. If you go to the Microsoft store, they will suggest that this is the one that you pick up. And then, of course, I did my research, and that's when I found the other one that was $20 cheaper. However, even though it is compatible and it will work, it's not 100% compatible. It's just compatible enough. It's configured right for Xbox Game Pass for the cloud connectivity. And like I said, you don't even have the Xbox button on there. So I highly suggest you spend the extra 20 bucks. By the way, I don't know if I showed you the back of the box. It just shows you the features. But look online. I'll have the link down below where I got mine. Actually, you can get it, if you want it quicker, you can get it from Amazon. Some sellers will actually maybe even sell it cheaper. I did find mine cheaper than $100 from a seller. You might find the Xbox One for cheaper than $100. Otherwise, you're looking at $100 at the time of this recording. So yeah, go ahead and pick this up. It's fantastic. I can't wait to play it. Is it going to be my Switch killer? No, it's not going to be my Switch killer, but it's definitely going to take the place of some of my Switch time, that's for sure, on the go. So that's going to do it for today. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. I understand. I didn't do like the top down thing that sometimes I'll do with showing you guys stuff today, but it is what it is. If you're new here, subscribe. Share with your friends. That I would appreciate. And let me know in the comments below, have you taken your Xbox games on the go? Did you buy this device? You liking it? Or do you have another suggestion for a different device that you're using? Let us know. I'd be interested in knowing. That's going to do it for today, and I'll see you guys next time.